TLPC Nation! My people. We got Pokémon DND once again. We have Master Finn, aka Alec here. We have Master Trevor. He's new to the campaign. We're throwing him in because he wants to be a part of something amazing. And he loves Pokemon, so why not be a part of this? Absolutely. Let's get some music flowing. Alright, so let's touch bases. So we just had a session. Last time where we had Flint, we had Brawly, we had Jazzy. They were venturing off, enjoying themselves in Route 1, the snow storm that came in, and it looks like they had an encounter, and that's where we left off. So we're starting things out back in Pallet Town because we had Nicholas. He was still studying the Alpha Caterpie with Professor Oak, so we stayed back. And then we have Master Finn. I'm going to allow you to take off here and basically what have you been doing in this whole time, in the sense of where you've been staying, and we'll go off from there. Alright guys, let's have some fun.
Well, after I studied a bit on Metapod and Cocoon, I got to know them a little bit better. Alec decided to spend some time at his, I guess you would say, idol's house for the Kanto region, Blue's mom's house. His idol's Blue, and decided to get a little bit of work done on his business. So he has a small business making Pokemon plushes to sell to people, because you know, it's from a very eccentric place. That's where I am now.
Alrighty, so let's start things off where you're walking into the lab, and you're trying to figure out where the peeps are, your party, and we'll go from there.
Okay.
So, Alec walks into Professor Oak's lab in Pallet Town. What do? You're just walking in the front door.
Well, I walk in the front door and make sure to brush snow off me. Apparently there's a snowstorm going on. So, brush that off, take my hat off and shake it out. Where in the blue Arceus did the snow come from?
Well, it's good to see you, Alec. Pallet Town in this region isn't naturally known for its snow or its winter storms, but here we are with a very special occasion. And I can't tell you exactly why there's snow everywhere, but I do know that I have been enjoying the snow since I don't normally get to see the snow very often. Are you enjoying the snow?
I mean, I guess. I guess so. Did you ever figure out email?
Still working on that.
Figured as much. Where'd everyone else go? We're supposed to meet up here today, this time, at this place.
So the party members, they decided that they wanted to enjoy the snow, and they went on an adventure to Route 1.
And they just forgot to, pick up a phone, give me a call, or, I'm right there. There's only 2 buildings in this town. They just didn't decide to come knock on the door?
I think they just wanted to make sure that you were enjoying your time. They didn't really want to bother you too much.
I see. Well then.
But I don't think they're too far away from, Route 1 and Viridian Forest. So if you would like to go make an adventure north to meet up with them, that's entirely on you, or you can hang out with me at the laboratory and do some research.
Are my Pokemon built up?
Let me go check out your Pokemon.
I was asking you as a DM.
Oh, DM question?
Yeah.
Yes, they are most definitely all healed up. You guys had your long rest. You guys, it's basically the next day since that big encounter with the Alpha Caterpie, Weedle, the Bug Squad. So everyone's Pokemon is healed up. The only Pokemon that aren't are the Pokemon from the snow encounter that we had the last session.
Right.
Sorry, I was totally thrown off a little bit right there. But yeah, let's just say that your Pokemon, you know, was with me and I healed him up kind of like in the machine, stuff like that.
As he's speaking, I'm going to take off my pouch. Going to take my hat off, collapse it in on itself, pull out a toboggan. It has a nice Salzburg design on it, and a fluff ball on top, and some built-in like earmuff things. Also going to put on some gloves, close my pack, and leave.
So your character has like snow attire, because I think Professor Oak in the last session, he gave out snow clothes to everyone so that the winter weather wouldn't give their characters too much exhaustion.
I just figured I would have several. As my starting class, I have several changes of outfits.
Perfect. So you're set.
So I figured I would have some. If not, I could sew my own.
Okay. I just want to make sure that, you know, Professor Oak gave you what you needed if needed in that sense. Alright, we'll get back to storyline. So Alec is just now left.
Alright, goodbye old man. Absolutely not. I'm going to go find them. You have fun. Maybe Nicholas can show you how to set up an email.
Well, Nicholas and I have been doing extensive research on his Alpha Caterpie, which is quite amazing. I definitely appreciate his work ethic and his knowledge.
Oh, I'm sorry, old man. I'm getting a phone call. I've got to go answer that. It might be my parents.
Enjoy the snow, my friend.
No,
Smell you later.
Alec is going to leave.
Alright, you leave the laboratory. So you're in Pallet Town. Snow is gently, peacefully falling to the ground. It's probably like 2 feet-ish. You know, maybe 1.5 feet in snow. Trees, bushes, buildings covered in snow. It's very, very white and pretty. What's your action now leaving the laboratory, being in Pallet Town?
I'm going to head up towards Route 1, I guess. Since there's no reason for me to stay here at the current moment, maybe I can find something interesting in this winterscape, to say the least.
Alright, so with that being said, you are heading into Route 1. So I'd say, you know, you're enjoying your journey. Going up north. I'm going to turn this down a little bit, but I want to get this Pokemon song going. Alright, so you're more or less in the plains of Route 1. You know, you've probably been walking for a good 20-30 minutes. Plains have opened up. You're more or less probably about 30-20 minutes away from the forest area. What would you like to do? Would you like to continue to the forest area, or do you want to...
And I roll a perception check to see if I see any Pokemon around.
Absolutely. Make that roll for me, please.
That is a dirty 20, 15 plus 5.
Alright, so with that beautiful, amazing, phenomenal roll, you look around and you definitely see 2 Pokemon on the left and right side, but most importantly, what you see is you see directly north somebody coming toward you. With that being said, we're introducing Trevor's character. Trevor, let's take a pause from storyline. We'll get back to more of your perception check on the Pokemon.
I rolled a stealth check to hide from him. It was a 19.
19? Okay, so you just dove straight into the snow. I
just saw a snowbank. And
dude, you're in the snow. Trevor, let's explain your character to the amazing TLPC Nation so that they have a good description on what's your name, what does your character look like, or what's your gender. Just a really good description on maybe your background, whatever you want to give, just so that we have some insight and they can create that imagination of what you are playing.
My character name is Roland right now, and it's a female girl. I took the class of charlatan.
Can you speak up just a little bit?
Oh, sorry. Kind of like this charismatic, what would you call it, con artist.
Okay, so you took the charlatan.
Yeah.
Was it a class, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm definitely like hopefully our main sneak thief and a good talker.
A good con man?
Yeah, a really good con man.
Good, maybe some sleight of hand?
Yep, stuff like that. And I got my Meowth with me, who helps me on my little games and tabletop games and side hustles and stuff. And I've been sent to Professor Oak to start my journey for my family.
All right. So your goal is to get to Pallet Town and maybe pick up a Pokedex or whatever you want to do. Talk to Professor Oak. Start that journey. Mm-hmm. Let's talk more on like maybe your character feature, which I believe is Mentor. Do you know anything about that?
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, you're good. I know there's a lot of learning going on here.
I know nothing.
You know among the most here, Mister, that helped create this whole D&D mechanical system, which I'm very grateful for.
Basically, a mentor. I can help players level up certain aspects of their Pokemon, learn certain abilities, and even further egg moves once I get there. Kind of just a Pokemon trainer, and I help
raise Pokemon. Yeah, very good, Pokemon. Connection. Yeah. Very kind of like a Brock-based, type class. I'd say it's a really cool class. Yeah. Probably one of my favorites, honestly. Very cool class. Respect it. So you got your Meowth. Have you nicknamed your Meowth? And did you tell us where you originated from? And where you coming from?
I originated from Saffron City. It's kind of a seedier city, a little
big city with
some big players in it for sure.
And then they have the game corner.
Yeah,
we might get along then. We're not city bumpkins.
Yeah,
I might be from a different region, but I'm from Lumios, so a little bit bigger, but
oh yeah.
All right, is that the description? Is there any more that you would like to tell us?
Nothing that you guys won't learn soon enough.
All right, cool. With that being said, you are walking in the snow as if you were going straight to Pallet Town. It looks like Alec made a stealth check to hide from you, so you probably... Let me see a perception check, just to see if you caught him.
It was like an overall stealth check, like Pokemon on either side. I mean, that's what I was looking for as well. So it wasn't necessarily hiding from human. But there's also
you don't see him yet. So you're hiding from Pokemon is really
like that was the main purpose of hiding, was because I hadn't got a chance to look at these two Pokemon yet, and I didn't want them to get ran off or attack.
Absolutely, I like your style. With that being said, Trevor, you're
be able to make a perception check for these Pokemon, like.
Yeah, go ahead. Make another perception check as you're walking closer to Finn's location, or I should say Alec's location.
12.
12?
Yeah.
Did you add bonuses? Character, you definitely get bonuses, depending on your skill or proficiencies.
Were my first.
Oh, you're good, bro. I am learning with you. I'm right there with you. I'm learning more every time.
Let's see here. Perception. +5. So.
You said +5?
Yeah.
Okay.
17.
So 17. That's more or less what I needed. With the 17, I can work with that. Okay, so as you're searching, the plains, just really excited to get to Pallet Town. You're kind of like, hey, I want to check out the scene, but at the same time, I really just want to enjoy the beautiful snow.
Yeah.
Because Kanto region doesn't necessarily get that too often.
Yeah.
And as you do see as well 2 Pokemon. Probably like 40 yards in one direction. The other one's more or less the same amount of, they're spaced out in opposite directions. With that being said, descriptions of the Pokemon. We'll go back, we'll combo it up with Finn's perception. Because you rolled a 19?
A dirty 20.
A dirty 20?
15 plus 5.
Okay, so I'd have to say, if you were looking north, so Finn's direction, he's looking north. To the right, I'd have to say it's a Pokemon that has color of white. It's very cute-like, I'd have to say. Doesn't have any fur. Smooth skin. And definitely majority of its movement is through its belly and 2 front legs.
Okay. What about the left one, DM?
Okay, so the left one, you almost look at it and you're like, is that like Santa Claus over there? But then again, you look at it and its form is of a 2-legged bird. But then again, you look at it and it's like holding a Christmas bag.
Interesting.
So that's what you see. You can, if you do have a Pokédex, if you get close enough, you can scan to see what these Pokemon officially are. But with that being said, that's the descriptions I'm going to give you. I'm sure with that last description, most of us are going to know exactly what that is.
Is it Giratina?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Oi. Hey. You there. What are you doing?
Me?
Yeah, I'm talking to you.
Oh.
As in character?
In character, yeah.
Okay, so he's just cited Sawyer, right?
It's Roland, yeah.
Oh, Roland?
Yeah.
Okay. Just trying to get names down. So Roland, and did you say if you're a male or female character? Female character. Okay, so someone just out of the blue just said, hey there.
What?
What's your reaction?
What are you doing?
I'm looking to see if I can see them. I mean, like, I can't see them,
Get
but I can
down.
hear them. Oh. Okay, so...
Make me a dexterity check.
Dexterity check?
Or what? Give me your advice.
I was just communicating. I was just like,
Okay,
hey,
so
get down.
give me a stealth check. I was gonna say dexterity because it's like movement.
6 plus 3 is 9.
So
I'm just like...
not super skilled, but almost slip, but without making really any commotion that would notice anything to the surrounding environment. You lower yourself into more of like a hidden stance.
Just like kind of crouched down.
Yeah. Just DM love going out to you. Can you please speak up a little bit?
Okay.
Just because I just want to make sure that you can be heard.
I got you.
All right, cool. All right. So with that being said, continue on, my friends, with your actions.
All right. Well, I still can't see him, right? But I can hear him.
I mean, I moved, so I mean,
I would imagine that him speaking out to you
kind of alerted to where.
Yeah, exactly. And I think you're within, what, 5 feet, 10 feet?
Yeah,
I'm just going to make my way
Yeah,
over.
so you're within a distance that I would say your awareness, that there is a stranger that just communicated to you and told you, hey, man, lower.
Yeah.
lower yourself, because obviously it looks like from probably your perspective, roll me a perception check.
So me or
Yeah, Trevor. Or should I say, Roland?
17.
Oh, excellent. So you can definitely tell that this stranger over here is like scouting and like really analyzing like some things, which seem to be Pokemon.
Okay.
Future love, player DM.
Yes, please.
Insight.
Insight? Perfect. Explain this, that way I'm learning.
Your insight is being able to look at someone and tell their intentions.
Okay.
That's basically the to the T description of what insight is.
Thank you so much. See, I was, I have a lot of them dialed in for the most part, but insight was one I was kind of like, I need more knowledge so I can use that more efficiently.
Yeah, it's to find more like hidden meaning behind words.
So reading people,
Yeah.
scenarios. Is it like just people, or is it like?
It can be anything.
Okay.
There are like certain things like nature is for like surroundings.
Right, environment.
And mainly, if you're trying to tell the intentions of something, it's insight.
Okay, intentions of something, like what's going on or a person.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. I'll start trying to correlate that more. All right, so I'm gonna just say that your roll. What was your bonus for insight, and then we'll add it to your roll. But I'm pretty
4,
sure.
So it's plus just one more than 18.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, so you can tell exactly, for the most part, that he's scouting Pokemon, and he doesn't. His intentions aren't to alert them.
Yeah, okay.
So continue on, my friends.
I'm just gonna walk over or like kind of army crawl to where he is, right next to him.
What's your name?
Roland.
What are you doing out here?
I'm heading to Professor Oak's right now. What are you doing?
Well, I'm looking for Pokemon. I'm also looking for 2 baboons who ran away from the zoo, as they called it.
Baboons on in this weather?
What exactly? We were supposed to meet up somewhere. They decided not to wait up somewhere. And now they're apparently in the snow. And I'm not sure if either of them have even seen snow.
I'm barely used to it myself. It's freezing. I wasn't prepared for this at all.
Oh, see, that's why you always be prepared. I'm Alec, by the way. Alec Zeta. Alright then. Well, found Pokemon. Do you have Pokemon?
Yeah, I got my mouth with me and a couple more.
Alright. One thing. Do you know what either of these Pokemon are?
I'm pretty sure that first one there is a seal, or I'm not sure what that second one is there. Yeah.
Gotcha. I can only guess from my travels of what that one is. I'm not from around here though. Where I'm from, there's a lot different kind of things.
Yes.
Well, I could catch both of them, but that seems mighty rude of me. Unless you're not interested in either one of them.
I mean, that first one I know, but I'm not sure that second one.
I mean, you do have a Pokemon. I think, you being 40 yards away, I don't know if that would trigger.
Yeah, at the... it would be able to scan from 40 yards away?
I'd say, like, within reasonably, 20? 20? So if you got closer, you could. And let's just say that you can modify the sound of the decks a little bit to where, as long as you're not within 10 feet of that Pokemon, it shouldn't alert it too much, but it should be more of like a softer sound to where from 20 feet, as long as the Pokemon isn't alerted and you're not at 10 feet, you should be able to register the Pokemon in the Dex. That way, if you wanted to try to make more of a stealthy Pokédex check, you could.
That being said, I am a streamer, so I feel like I'd have it on volume max for best equipment.
Right. If you do that, then obviously it will notify your presence. That's totally on you.
I mean, just as a character choice, I figured I'd have it set to the best quality for streaming purposes. And I'm not gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna change that because it works better for me here. That's not what he would do.
Cool way to play characters. So yeah, you don't have to use the dex at all. It's totally whatever you want. I'm just trying to.
Question for you.
Yeah.
Are either one of these like weird colored?
You know, that is a phenomenal question. We're gonna make some rolls to figure out that question.
All right.
I haven't officially made a shiny check roll, so with that being said, let's roll it. I believe it's a D100. So the way I'm gonna do this is I'm gonna make a roll, and then I'm going to do number 1 and 2, and I'm gonna know what Pokemon that is in my head. Not gonna notify, but I'm also gonna let each of you make one roll at D100.
Okay.
So gives it a little bit higher shiny chance, not too much. Turns it from a 3% to basically a 6% chance. Alright, so it's the D10 and it's this percentage die, correct?
Correctamundo.
Alright, let's work toward finding our die and making some rolls. What do you got over there? I'm gonna get into the camera just to kind of check out the roll.
92.
Alright, that's super close. I respect it. Alright, and then Trevor, make a roll real quick, and then I'm gonna need to see it.
No. 87.
87. Those are actually really high, but we need 97 or higher for a shiny. So let me make 2 rolls as well, and we're gonna see if we have shiny Pokemon. Alright, none of these Pokemon are shiny, but it was a cool attempt. I had a 95 on that roll, so that was really close. And then the other roll was like 20, so that was far off. But with that being said, let's get back to the encounter. Or perhaps maybe an encounter, depends on the scenario here. Now that we've got that figured out and the audience now kind of knows how that shiny mechanic works, which is cool, what's your action and decisions?
So, do you have Pokeballs? I don't really know where you are.
I don't have Poke. Yeah.
You don't?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Wait.
I believe if you check your character sheet, you should have 3.
Oh, yes. Yes.
You have a little bit, so...
Okay.
Alright, well. Do you have any experience in battling?
No.
Don't worry, my first one didn't go too well either. Alrighty then. So, how do you want to do this?
I'll just follow your lead for now.
They're like 40 feet apart.
Let's go for the one we both did.
This one?
Yeah. Sure, yeah.
I'm not pointing at this one, I'm pointing at the other one.
Okay. Yeah. Let's go.
Alright. My worry is if we start fighting this one, will that one run off?
Oh, so maybe we should both get it at the same time.
Yeah, and then we can come and support the other.
Okay, yeah, let's do that.
Alright.
So, are you guys going to tag team one, or are you guys going to branch off so one doesn't maybe...
Branch off.
That's probably the best decision. I highly respect it.
Off. And he's going for the seal, and I'm going for the one that we don't know.
Okay, do you want to make dex entries at all in the sense of check out what they are, or do you just want to keep it unknown?
I want to keep it unknown.
Okay, understood.
Until I get engaged in battle with it.
Okay, that's fair.
Because I don't want to scare it off.
Alrighty. With that being said, let's work toward getting in position. Alright, so what is your action? You've decided that you're going to go separate ways. Both of you are going after a certain Pokemon. Are you guys now splitting up? What's your action?
We're splitting up now.
We're splitting.
All right. Explain to me what's going on, please.
I would like to keep some sense of stealth as I walk up to the... Well, sneak up, crawl up, however it needs to be done to get into engaging distance with this Pokemon.
I say I'll still work with your same roll.
Alright.
So that's cool with me.
Alright. That's what I would like to do.
Yeah, no, I want to try and stay as quiet as I can.
I'm going to give you one more chance for another stealth roll.
Okay.
Because you didn't really have a super high one on that, and I can't promise that you walking
Now
up.
that we're splitting off apart.
Yeah.
14.
14?
Sorry.
Okay, good thing you got a little modifier there.
Oh yeah, +3. He's right.
+3, so 17? That's what I need. So you're almost as stealthy as Alec, but you've kind of like, in tuned yourself with, the gravity of the snow in the sense of like your footing.
Yeah.
And you are hidden from the Pokemon. Both of you are walking toward closing that gap of distance. I would have to have said it was about 40-ish feet or 40-ish yards. I'd have to say at this moment, both of you in your separate way are about 20 yards out from the each Pokemon. Is there anything you would like to do before anything?
I'm going to get into position and grab one of my hidden strings and throw it out, and I'm going to throw out my Eevee,
Allie the Eevee. So as he throws out his Pokemon, you see, like I've said before, one of the most beautiful Eevees probably in existence, with the fur coat of dark blue, with the undercoat of a baby blue and a pink scarf. And as Eevee beautifully goes out of the Pokeball onto the snow, you can tell that the Eevee is just very happy to be outside of its Pokeball. Eevee! Eevee! Looks over to Alec like it's his best friend and just starts going over in his direction. Looks up at him with his cute, beautiful eyes as if he wants Alec to pick up Allie the Eevee. Eevee! Eevee! Very excited to be once again reunited with Alec.
Alec's going to pet Allie's head. Later, right now it's time for confrontation.
Eevee suddenly understands exactly what Alec is saying to it, and with almost like a fun energy and smirk on its face, it turns around ready for potential battle. Excited to be with Alec. Alright, so Trevor, we're going to shoot to you. Now that we got that engaged, what would you like to do? You're about 20 feet off.
I'm gonna kind of do the same thing. I'm gonna get my Pokeball out and bring out my good old Meowth. And yeah, we're gonna get ready to...
Alrighty, so you're about ready to throw out Meowth?
Yeah.
Alright. Alright. Roland readies that Pokeball, throws it out. With that being said, out comes of the Pokeball a nice, beautiful Meowth. Comes right out into the snow. Looks over at Roland, and you hear actual words coming out of the Meowth's voice. Roland, Meowth, who we messing up today? How we making our money?
Hey man.
It's good to see you.
Hey man, look, it's not about the money today.
Then what's it about? Meow.
We're about to have our first encounter, okay? I believe in us.
So we're messing someone up. Should I get out the baseball bat? Are we breaking the kneecaps today?
No.
Meow.
No, we don't need to go that far yet.
Okay. Good thing I got my claws then.
Yes.
Alright, boys. Roll for initiative.
What?
Now. Alright, well. Meowth's gonna make some counters is what's gonna happen here.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20? Okay. I'll make the rolls here in a second. for who you're facing. But with that being said, TLPC Nation, that is the end of our episode for the moment. Trying to make this more of like 30-40 minute time periods in the session. So catch us next time. Stay tuned on Pokemon D&D. Give some likes. Tell your friends if you want, to subscribe, support the channel. And I just want to say from the core of my heart, with the amount of views and the amount of likes and the amount of support on the channel recently, you guys just fill my heart up with so much excitement and just make me want to live this. I'm constantly working on the channel now, and I feel so alive, and words can't explain my gratitude to the support I've seen in the last however many days since I've started posting again. And thank you so much for just helping me feel so supported and loved, man, with the likes, the comments, and the views. It's just so unreal. So you're making this passionate dream of this channel be more real than ever. And I really couldn't do it without you guys. So with that being said, much love, TLPC Nation, and stay tuned for the next episode.